Hello, welcome back. My name is Jack Wolf, and this is my channel Impressions. Last week I shared a story of how some business students ended up competing against some kindergartners in a competition to take spaghetti, some transparent tape, a yard of string, and a marshmallow and build a freestanding structure that sat on a tabletop or a desk or something. And the kindergartners outperformed the business students. You can kind of listen to that if you'd like. Go back and listen to last week and check it out. But I told you this week, I'll tell you, well, why did the kindergartners outperform, the business students? And there's a few things that kind of stand out. One, in life, we sometimes we look at the wrong things. You know, we're looking at skill sets and maturity and education and all of those types of things, which the business students actually had. But see, when we think about intellect, you know, intellect is important, but what's even more important is our interaction. And this is where the kindergartners really outperformed the business school students. See, because the business school students they spent so much time thinking about the project that they actually ran out of time. But see, we have this thing called status management that psychologists talk about. Everybody's trying to figure out, well, who's in charge and where do I really fit? And are people going to appreciate my skills? And can I critique something if I want to? And so they looked like they were collaborating together, but they actually ran out of time to be able to build the structures that the kindergartners did. Because when you look at the kindergartners, they seem to be disorganized. But actually, they were shoulder to shoulder, working with one another, not worried about status or their education. They were experimenting and having fun, and they were able to not just use their intellect, but they were able to really interact well together as a bunch of kids having a blast, outperforming the business school students. So you know what my impression is, or maybe you don't, but here it is. You know, Jesus tells us in the Bible that we need to become like little children. You know, I just want to encourage us, you know, to not lose that childlike heart, to not worry about where do you measure up or what the status is. Sure, we need to collaborate together, and yes, there's those kind of rules of business, but let's not lose the heart of kindergartners that outperformed the business school students. I'm sure they were quite humbled by the results of that test, and I hope that they learned something. I know that I did. Sometimes we can worry about who's going to get the credit for something, when really we need to get out on the playground of life in our business, in our ministries, and what we're trying to build and develop, and worry less about who's going to get the credit, worry less about who's in charge, and worry more about let's work together, let's play together, let's have fun with what we're doing. And you know what's going to happen? I think a couple things. One, I think the world will see better results and quicker results, and I think we're going to have a whole lot more fun along the way. So Jesus said, "Suffer not the little children to come unto me." And I'm going to just remind you, you're still a child at heart. So go out tomorrow, show up at work, act like a little kindergartner, and have a blast building what you're building, and we'll see you next time.